Hey all. Happy July 7th. Happy launch of Muscle Burns Fat. Happy Tuesday and welcome to the team call. If this is your first team call, welcome to the team. If you just got started today with the launch of Muscle Burns Fat, you made the best decision in the world to join the Good Vibe Tribe. Congratulations. Best way to get started is to practice our 4 vital behaviors. These are the exact same things you'll always do in your business, whether you're a brand new coach or seasoned coach. And that is to do your program, to share your journey and be proof the product works every single day, to add to your network, to start new conversations and invite people to join you, connect with individuals. If you invite someone or if you mention, hey, do you want to try the sample workout? Follow up with them. So you want to connect with your friends, your family, your coworkers, invite everyone to join the journey with you, to join a challenge with you. Decide on a challenge you want to run. If Muscle Burns Fat is not the challenge you want to run, just talk to your coach. They're going to help guide you to the right program for you and you can run that challenge. Help those people that you're talking with get results and also do personal development. We highly recommend doing at least 10 minutes of personal development a day or business development. You can talk to your coach about that as well. Become a success starter. You do that by hitting Success Club in 3 of the first 6 calendar months of your business. Success Club is simply helping 3 people get started on a challenge pack. You will earn a free ticket to Coach Summit 2021. It's our largest coaching event of the year, and you will also get in the next pre-launch test group. So the sooner you can become a success starter, if you can hit Success Club this month and then finish out the next 2 months, you're going to get in that next pre-launch test group. So I wouldn't wait. You also want to log into our coach training website at goodvibetribecoaches.com. We have like about 10 videos that are self-paced trainings there, along with another 4 videos on compensation plan and how to get started. It is an incredible website. It's all inclusive. We also have great resources for you in the Coach Online Office that Team Beachbody provides. And then we do lots of things within the team as well. So I'll be sharing with you something called the 21-Day Coach Launch Academy for Muscle Burns Fat. So I'll talk to you about that a little bit tonight. And just make sure you stay connected with your coach, your upline, your Star Diamond upline. Use our team pages, use our team calls, get on the National Wake Up Call every single Monday. I learned how to build my business through our team calls and the National Wake Up Call. Use the Champions page. There's incredible trainings and just have fun. Be a change maker in the lives of others. Big congrats to all of you that were on our leaderboard this past week. Every week that you see the leaderboard, this is all PV. You're going to see a lot of acronyms. SC stands for Success Club. TV stands for Team Volume. PV stands for Personal Volume. So the leaderboard is always based on your personal volume. Personal volume basically is anything that you purchase from the Beachbody store or anything that you sell your customers. So let's be real, most of us purchase a couple things that we absolutely love, our supplements, but not a ton, right? So when you see these women that have really high PV, it means that they're bringing new customers in. They have incredible customer retention. They're really great at their customer service and really great at introducing their clients to all the different things in our Beachbody store. So now as a CEO, you have to screw your CEO hat on. You do want to try different things that are in your Beachbody store, from probiotics to greens powder to our pre-workout, post-workout, to our cleanse lines, our 3-day cleanse, all the different things. Because the more you can try things and the more you have a personal experience, you can share what you love, and then you can talk to your coaches or your clients about that. So congratulations to Erin and Moira, who are at the top of the Good Vibe Tribe leaderboard, and to all of you that were in the 300 to 900 club. Truly fantastic. And also a big shout out to everyone who is already on the Good Vibe Tribe Success Club leaderboard before the launch even hit today. So I know the numbers went AP today for those of you that really worked hard at building your pre-launch wait lists. So congratulations to those of you who took advantage of the time pre-launch. So Shauna and Melina at 10, Katie, Jessica, Parker, Corey, Maggie, and Mary Marcia between 6 to 8, and a lot of you already on the board. I'm really curious if you guys would write in the chat box. Let's see if I can find the chat box on here. I don't know why it doesn't want to show me the chat box now. But I would love to see where you guys are at. If you had a really amazing launch today and you're already in Success Club just from your launch, write it in the chat box. I want to see how you guys are doing today. 3 coaches. Way to go, Mandy. 3 coaches for her first time. Jacqueline, 4 coaches today, should be at SE10. Megan, SE6 and 3 coaches. This is why taking advantage of launches are so great, because this VIP window we're in right now, it's just for coaches, right? So you start building your team organically. It's really awesome. Cool. 2 locked in for Amity. Awesome. And 2 checking out tonight. Jess is at SE10. You guys, shout yourselves out. It's so awesome to see. I'm so glad. 3 carts out for Letitia. Awesome. You guys, keep doing it. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about how you can maximize the launch. I think it's really easy sometimes to feel like you missed the boat on the launch if you didn't have everybody sign up on day 1. I know I felt that way in the past, but what I have learned is that your launch is really like a 3 or 4 month rollout. Those of you that are hitting Success Club now, you just got really tight on that pre-launch. 2 coaches enrolled, SE4, congrats. 5 carts out. You guys are killing it. Okay, so cool. Kudos to all you. That's really fun to see. So the Success Club board will update in our Coach Online office. Your numbers, we usually update within 24 to 48 hours. So you should see all that reflected there. Also, we have some new Success Starters. A month 2 Success Starter, Marla. And month 3 Success Starter, Shauna. Shauna's been kicking butt since she started. Now that she's hit month 3, she's going to get her free ticket to Coach Summit. She's also going to get in that next pilot test group. And I'm going to tell you guys, Success Starters make 25 times more than other coaches. And the reason why is because they get into enrollment activity and business building activity right away, right? They don't wait to do all that. They just get it in and get it done. Also, congratulations to our newest Emerald. So you guys want to advance your business to Emerald right away, especially important right now because we're in a really high volume season. So Gillian hit Emerald, congratulations. And Mackenzie, also a new Emerald coach. As an Emerald coach, not only do you guys get your 25 to 40% commissions, but you start to earn team cycle bonuses. And the way that our business is built is everybody helps one another. It's called a binary system. And all this volume starts to build on one of the legs of your team simply because all of us are helping one another. So you really want to make sure you advance your business soon. Big shout out to High Vibe Hui's first diamond, Coach Maka. Maka was in the 4-week diamond, was it a 4-week diamond push group that we did with SYSOF, and there was a money pot. It was a pot at the end of the rainbow. And Maka was one of the 4 or 5 women who were able to tick all the boxes for, I think it was like recruit 4 new coaches, and there was like a list of things. She has been bossing up, leading like no other. It's been so fun to see her. Newest diamond coach. She is not slowing down. I'm telling you, congratulations. It's so fun to watch you soar. And then Maka's sponsor coach and also her bestie. These guys are besties. 1-star diamond qualifying, Kay Howe. I'm so excited for her. She joined the team at the very tail end of January. And you guys, when she reached out to me, she followed me on Instagram and she was like, hey, I want to do Morning Meltdown 100. I don't want to be a coach. I was signed up as a coach before. I just want to be on my weight loss journey. No interest in coaching. Don't talk to me about coaching. Like karate chop, no coaching, right? And literally she got on the team and within a few days she enrolled herself and she's like, well, my friends want to do the program with me. So it just makes sense to enroll them as coaches so they get the discounts and enroll myself so I get the discounts. And that's literally how it started. And here she is, a 1-star qualifying diamond coach. She has a rock star team. Her leadership is amazing and it's so fun to follow her journey. So congratulations to you, to both of you, and to all of High Vibe Hui. And this is what I mentioned to you guys at the top of the call. Also, you guys, when you're a diamond coach, your cycle bonuses increase. They go from $14 at Emerald to $16 at Ruby to $18 at Diamond. So you want to do those advancements really quick. You cap out at Diamond at like $1,000 a week. And you can earn commissions on top of that. So that's why, like at Diamond, if you even were a Diamond coach and just maximized your Diamond business, that's like a 6-figure business. Okay, so 21-day launch academy. What is this? We've got 12 of our SYSOF Diamond and Star Diamond leaders, like literally rock stars in our entire network, have put together a 3-week launch academy to help you have a really successful launch to Muscle Burns Fat. So like I said, the VIP launch just dropped today. We're at the very, very beginning of it. So these women are going to take you over the next 3 weeks and really help you understand, now that you have the program, how you can maximize this launch. So even though I'm going to share a little bit with you tonight, I'm going to keep it pretty tight because this is the group you guys need to be in. This is where you're going to learn everything you need to know to maximize your business. So make sure you get in that. I posted the link today in the Good Vibe Tribe / Soul Warriors team page. Next week is our Better Together Summit week. So make sure you download the events app. Obviously, because of the pandemic, we will not be getting together for Summit this year. So we're doing virtual Summit. It is July 13th through the 18th. We're gonna have incredible keynote speakers. It is a ton of fun. We will get all sorts of information on things that are rolling out, next launches, things that are gonna be rolling out through the fall. So you want to be a part of this. Summit never disappoints. So I know they're going to put something together really, really fun for our virtual summit. And actually, years ago, we used to do these things. I think they were called surges, and we had them maybe quarterly or a couple times a year. So kind of like Super Saturday, there were these like 3-hour surges that were these virtual events that Beachbody would put on. And they are so fun and charismatic, and you get sucked into it. So I really hope you guys all make it a point to attend, just the way you would make it a point to attend Summit. You are going to get poured into by amazing leaders in the field, and this is where you're going to get so much training. So those of you just getting started right now, you got started at the best time. You've got our 21-day launch academy, you've got our virtual summit, you've got our team website, you've got everything you need to hit the ground running. I'm really excited for you. So as I mentioned, tonight's topic is going to be maximizing this MBF launch, Muscle Burns Fat and Muscle Burns Fat Advanced. So those of you that missed our call 2 weeks back, we cover all the information on Muscle Burns Fat. I have a feeling that you're all in the know by now, or you're slowly going to start figuring it out. But I'm going to share with you what I did to have a successful launch, what I'm going to be continuing to do, and how I'm going to continue to roll this out for the next 3 or 4 months, and you can absolutely do exactly what I'm doing. I'm also going to open the floor up to find out what you guys are doing that had a really successful launch. So as I'm talking about this stuff, those of you that were celebrating and said, hey, I enrolled 2 today, or I enrolled 4 today, or I enrolled 3 coaches, or those of you that hopped on late and you're like, oh my gosh, I had such a successful launch, I could hardly get on the call today. I want you to just jot down on a piece of paper right now as I'm talking the things that you did that made your launch so successful. And I want you to share that with the team. I only have a couple of slides, so I'm going to jam through it. So I really want this to be community driven. I really want you guys to participate so that you can all learn from one another. So how did I give myself a great head start with our pre-launch? I started talking about it a couple weeks ago. Talking about how excited I was that Muscle Burns Fat was coming out, that a new program was coming out, that we'd have 30-minute workouts. I learned from the other women on the team, and I educated myself through all of the things that Megan has been doing and anything I could learn about the program to understand what functional fitness meant, so I knew how to promote it. I started building a list right away. So as I talked about it, I did polls on stories like, is this for you? Do you love F45? Do you love Orange Theory? I just started to create a lot of conversation so that I had a little hub of people that were interested that I could start talking to. I did the sample workout not just once. I did it multiple times since it released, which only released like a week back. I did it so many times, and I reused some of that footage as well. So every day that I did it, I would post it up in the stories, or even if I did another workout, I would talk about how I was mixing it up because I didn't want to get too sore from overtraining the same muscles. And then I did a series of Instagram story cards I made in an app called Unfold. It's a super simple app that has frames in it that you can write text on, that you can insert movies in. I actually made a clip of the Muscle Burns Fat. You can download it from your Coach Online office. You can screen record it. You can download and upload it. It's so easy. If you don't know how to do that, Google it. That's how I learned everything. Or ask on our team page and somebody might be able to walk you through that's really good at tutorials. But I would post those up every single day. And again, I had the question box that I drop in, like drop your email, or would you want to try a sample workout? Drop your email here. anyone who looked at my stories, anyone who liked my, my posts. I wrote this in hard posts. Anyone who liked any of that stuff, I simply sent them a little DM. Hey, thanks so much for checking out my stories. Had you thought of joining us for this challenge? Do you want to try the sample workout? Literally like a 1 or 2 liner. And they could either be like, yeah, I would love to try the sample workout. To which I replied, send me your email. I'll shoot it over to you. So when I sent the sample email, I gave you guys in our team page the other day, a Canva document that I made that explains a little bit about our supplements, a little bit about our workouts. I have 14 other free workouts added in. So my goal is to provide so much value and to give freely and say, here's this amazing workout. Here's these other 14 workouts. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm creating the hype, right? I'm creating the hype, creating the fun. I'm talking about all the things we're doing in our team group and how we're putting it together and how I don't want them to miss it and how they're going to get access to both of the nutrition video programs plus all of the meal plans from vegan to vegetarian to paleo to learning a 40-30-30 macros plan to learning an intuitive, positive mindset approach to nutrition and our Plate It method. Like, I educate myself on the program so I find ways to verbally talk about it that's exciting, that doesn't just say to be mindset or ultimate portion fix, because to your recipient, those mean nothing. Right? So you've got to find a way to explain what those programs are so they really understand what they're getting and why it's so important and beneficial to them. So that's the information packet. I talked about it with hype. I added to my list constantly, every single day, adding to my list, every single day, adding to my list. And then of course, following up. And like I said, I educated myself and I educated the team. So even if you have one coach on your team, one coach, you're a leader. That person, I mean, they might want to learn from me or others on the team, but what they really want to do is they want to learn from you. They signed up with you. They look at you as their leader and their partner, accountability partner, and someone to grow with. So it's your turn when you step into leadership, when you start developing a team, it's your turn to step into that leadership. Oh gosh, hold on, some updates cannot be installed. Cancel. So I hope I'm still here. My computer decided to run some updates right now. It's like trying to bump me off. So educate yourself and then educate your team. And especially as your team builds, this is really important. It's all a part of your volume and how you help other people succeed at building their business. So your teams need your leadership. And now what I'm doing moving forward. So we had our launch, right? We had our day 1 of our launch today, day 1. We're still in the VIP coach window all the way up until July 27th. So I'm maximizing this window now because everyone wants to be the first to do something. Everyone wants to be the first to try it with you. I'm excited to do it for my first time. I'm excited to start today. The energy that you're putting out is what people are attracted to. So most of my people that I'm talking with, they don't necessarily want to wait to the 27th because they want to be part of the energy now. Which means that when they enroll now, they enroll as a coach. They're going to be the first to get through this program. They're going to be able to help lead our next wave of the program, which is our customer launch. So it really gives them a solid opportunity to be seen as a leader and have some experience already with the entire program. It sets them up for success. It's opportunity to build your team. I mean, I enrolled 7 people today. That's literally a couple people shy of diamond, right? Like, you can build your business, literally rank advance your business overnight if you get behind these launches. And meanwhile, it benefits everyone and it's super fun for them too. So what I'm continuing to do moving forward is exactly the same. Now I'm just going to be sharing more stories, like what's going on inside our challenge group. I'm in there talking and learning about everybody because I want to know, hey, who's pregnant right now and who's doing this? And what is your experience? I'm commenting to learn so I can use that content to give great testimonials on my feed, whether it's that I take a little screen grab of a text box and I put it up there, like a conversation I'm having with someone, or if I just say like, hey, Jordan, I don't even know how pregnant you are right now, but you're pretty pregnant. Like, Jordan's pregnant, she's X far along and she's been having an amazing experience. She completed 10 rounds. She's doing muscle burns fat. She feels amazing. She's having a killer pregnancy. Like, if she can do this pregnant, anyone can do this. Right? So it's like, you get to get those testimonials where if somebody is like, oh my gosh, I just had a baby, or oh my gosh, I'm pregnant and I didn't know I could work out, right? Like it gives them the opportunity to relate to something that's maybe not your story. So I continue to share stories. I continue to share details on the group. Like this week, we're doing a prep week. We're talking all about nutrition all week long, our different meal plans, our, to be mindset, ultimate portion fix. We're breaking it down. So I get to share all week long that excitement and create FOMO so people want to be part of it. I'll also be continuing to invite to the sample workout and giving out the sample workout. You guys, there's 2 ways to give out the sample workout. One is the Team Beachbody Vimeo, and one is in your Coach Online Office. If you go under Coach Online Office, Grow My Business, Shareable Tools, Product Media, and then you go under the Muscle Burns Fat, there's a bunch of media tools like challenge pack pricing and all the things there. One of them is a little video of the workout, and it toggles back to your coach ID. So when someone opens it, it has your name, it has your coach information. They're basically on your coach website. So if they want to shop around from there, they're on your page. So I would highly recommend using that over the one on Vimeo. Also, I'm going to be inviting for people to hard start with me on Monday. So if you're taking part in our team group, started today, we're doing a prep week. Some people are doing a hard start today like me. Other people that I'm just signing up are like, I've never done a Beachbody program. I want to ease my way in. I'm scared. And I'm like, you're going to do prep week with us. And then I'm going to be working with you. And on Monday is your hard start. So I'm still inviting people all week long to hard start with us on Monday. And then when Monday passes, I'm going to still be inviting people, because what's the reality is people always start late. Somewhere on Wednesday of next week, someone's going to say, oh my gosh, I missed the boat. And I'm going to say, no, you didn't. I have women that just started on Monday and women that are still starting. Just get started and get out of your way. So I'll be having people start late, right? So I'm still promoting it. Then our second wave is going to be happening really towards the beginning of next month, okay? So if we have people enrolling this week and doing a hard start next week, that's the beginning of their 21 days, which means that their last of the 21 days is moving pretty close to August. The customer release is July 27th. So if I have people I'm talking to that are like, I love this idea, but I don't want to be a coach for whatever reason, I'm going to say, enroll on July 27th and let's get you started on our next wave. That group will kick off on August 3rd. So that gives you wiggle room. If you still need to lock in SC, you can attack those people and get them signed up on July 27th and lock in your SC for the month. Or if you're like, I'm sitting pretty in SC, I'm at SC 20, and I really want to feel like solid starting the top of the month at SC 6, you can wait. Releases on the 27th. You can wait 3 days, sign them up that weekend and say, prep starts on August 3rd, and you lock in your SC for the top of the month. We'll do that prep week there. Some people will be ready to like just jam and go. Other people will have a prep week. The very next Monday after prep week is August 10th. That is the release of Muscle Burns Fat Advanced. So you can either choose to do a second round of Muscle Burns Fat with your new clients coming in, or if you're ready to shift right into Muscle Burns Fat Advanced, you can complete that in August. And then we'll have all those people who started at the beginning of August with Muscle Burns Fat who need to go to Muscle Burns Fat Advanced. We're gonna have all the results that come out of the first wave, the second wave, our third wave, plus all the results in the test group to continue to share this entire time. So whether it's Muscle Burns Fat that becomes your jam, or maybe you're in love with another program, like I had a client of mine say, I think Muscle Burns Fat is a little bit too advanced for me and I really want to run with Bar Blend right now. And she's a coach. And I was like, great, fall in love with Bar Blend, run with Bar Blend. Like, let that be your thing, because it's 8 weeks. Like, she can be promoting it, bringing people in for the next few months. She can cycle through it a couple times if she's that in love with it, right? There's always a way to fall in love with these programs and really lean into them and make them part of your brand. It doesn't mean you have to lead with the Beachbody brand, but you make them part of your brand. So that's basically how I'm doing this to roll out for the next few months, Muscle Burns Fat and Muscle Burns Fat Advanced. And then if in Summit something else comes up, like I know Bevy and some other things are coming out, then there are additional things that I get to add in and share with my clients, or little things that I can run on the side. But meanwhile, we have these team groups we're running together that are super fun, really interactive, and an easy way to build your business because you're not doing all the legwork. It's community driven. We're all working on it together. So before I turn it over to the team to share, just remember, it's never too late to start. You did not miss the launch. The launch is literally just starting, right? If you got that little bit of legwork on the front end and you had wait lists, awesome. You're feeling good this month, right? You've got momentum. But today you can decide to start building the momentum I started to build 2 weeks ago, right? It was only 2 weeks that I started sharing it. So you can do that right now and be pumping for that next launch of it, or even signing people up late. So fall in love with the program, commit to it, share your journey every single day, stay committed to it long-term, and show others how consistent you are and how much you actually love it, that you're not just bopping all over the place. Share your excitement, enroll your clients as coaches so they get the savings, they can earn their rewards that you're earning, prizes, trips, and their investment in their challenge pack back. That's how I got started. I didn't know I was going to actually like do anything with this. I didn't have the money. I was a full-time yoga teacher, right? So my challenge pack was 100 and 210, or maybe it was on promo for 180. So I had to find 3 people to enroll with me because I couldn't afford that. When I bought it, I was like, well, 30-day money back guarantee. I'll do it for 30 days and then I'll just send it back if I haven't paid off my challenge pack back yet. So I signed up as a coach with the intention to earn my challenge pack back. And then when I made my first couple paychecks, I was like, oh, $70 commission? I was like, okay, that's like a yoga class. I was like, cool, I could just like start helping people get started on the challenge with me. And then I don't have to teach as much yoga. And when you're teaching 18 yoga classes a week, that's a really good thing. So help your clients get started as a coach. And, you know, even if they don't want to build a business or they don't care about earning their challenge pack investment back, like if they're going to stay on Shakeology, if they fall in love with the supplements, number one, they're going to save 25%. And number two, what a great way to just start earning your supplements for free. I mean, before Beachbody, I would go to Sprouts and GNC and the Vitamin Shop and all these places and buy my supplements. I had to pay for all those. With Beachbody now, like my earnings within Beachbody take care of my supplements. So I don't have to really, I mean, yes, I'm paying for them, but my earnings are taking care of it, right? So help people be able to do that so they can have all their supplements that they're not just paying hand over fist for at the local market, at Whole Foods. So be the hype, share the hype, lead from the front, rinse and repeat. This is a rinse and repeat biz Naz. Okay, so all that shared, I do want to have you guys that had a really successful launch share as well what you did. I know
I did want to pop in.
Yeah,
I did want to pop in.
Perfect.
Yeah. So everything that Mare said, we've pretty much been doing the same things. I did want to draw your guys' attention to a few resources. On our previous prep call for Muscle Burns Fat, I shared with you guys a link that already has some of those pre-done story cards for you. So if you don't want to spend, like, tech savvy stuff is not your stuff, we have that stuff for you guys. I'll drop it here in a second in the link. I was pulling it up right now. But then I also did a landing page for you guys that includes a sample workout, a sizzle video, information about Shakeology. So as you're building your confidence, getting used to sharing these bits of information, use these tools and resources. Meredith also put together a Canva guide where you can customize that. I was going to pull it up and link it here as well, just to shortcut it for you. But it's all of these things are posted in Soul Warriors. You can always use the little magnifying icon and pull them up so that you can access them as resources. But follow up, like, never underestimate that next level of sending a little voice memo. Be like, hey, I sent you that guide that had the sample workout. Did you do it? Did you like it? The other thing that you can really do if you're newer coaches, Meredith and I in the beginning of our business did free challenges all the time. Ours were typically clean eating challenges, but what's beautiful about BOD and having all these virtual resources is that now you can make it a different theme. So you could do a clean week challenge because it's in front of the paywall and be like, hey, this is the same trainer that's doing this Muscle Burns Fat workout. Join me for this challenge. And we're going to also preview a few of the workouts from Muscle Burns Fat because you guys are all business builders. You've unlocked Muscle Burns Fat. So you set up a few live streams, stream some of the first few workouts with them live, letting them see and get to know Megan through using Clean Week and using some of the other resources. And then the other thing you can do is really play up. If your emphasis, as Mare was saying, is more lower impact workouts, play up the fact that they get access to both nutrition programs with this unlock. So you're getting not only Muscle Burns Fat, but the complete library of workouts. And it's an amazing deal just to get Muscle Burns Fat, to get the both nutrition programs, lead a nutrition group, but have them still unlock Muscle Burns Fat, because then they're getting way more bang for their buck, right? So just a few different ideas on the ways to look at it. But when you do the 5, it can be a 3-day free challenge. It could be a 5-day free challenge, but just come up with something that your people might need a little bit of a warming up period. Don't wait for one of us to do it. Take the bull by the horns and be like, hey, if I gave you, do the promo post, everything Mary was saying, share it, give your testimonials, but then say, if you have a lot of people coming back to you, apprehensive to jump all in, do a little free group, give a little preview, give a little hands-on love so that they understand what it is to be a part of a virtual community. Maybe they've never done one before. Maybe they did sign up with a coach and that coach left them high and dry and they have no idea what that actually feels like to be led through a program. And then the other thing I will implore you to do is that when you do get those handful of people and you put them into, I created a bod group for Muscle Burns Fat for the team. So that's an existing thing. I'll link it in the Facebook group. I just realized I didn't post it in there. So we have both the Facebook group and the bod group so that it can link directly to their, when you send them an invite to that bod group, it links directly to bod. But once you give them access to those groups, you guys make sure you're still checking in with them. Love on their posts, comment on their things, make sure you're actually stepping up as their accountability and buddy in this process so that you get the benefit of feeling like you're leveling up as a coach and they really start to understand what it is that your role is in their journey and link arms with you, because especially right now, if they're signing on as a coach, which they have to access the program until the 27th, they want that next level of accountability. They're saying they want to be your partner with them, like do that step with them, right? And then, like I said, utilize the fact that you're going to be getting both those nutrition programs. And if you get them a Muscle Burns Fat challenge pack just for the nutrition, that in and of itself is an amazing, amazing deal. The other thing I wanted to touch on, and Meryl, have you weigh in on this too. A lot of different coaches have reached out about, well, I'm going to use this launch to rank advance my business, which is super, super smart, especially if you're a newer coach and you're like, I want to maximize, as Meryl was talking about in the recognition slides, I want to maximize cycle bonuses. I want to open up that area of my business. There's a couple things to keep in mind. That's a super smart move. You want to keep in mind that there's a U+2 rule, meaning Beachbody does not let you have your credit card on more than just your account and 2 other accounts. And of those accounts, they can only be your child, your spouse, or your mom or dad. So if you have it on anyone else, like you have, and then don't be surprised if I think someone's unmuted. Don't be surprised if at some point they do audits every once in a while. They may call you and they may ask, like, who is this person? Your card is on their account. And that's completely normal. Just communicate with them and they'll be fine with it because you do have that U+2. But as you're signing them up, I was reached out to by a few people that are like, oh, well, I'll just get a challenge pack for Muscle Burns Fat for myself under my spouse, even though I have a bod account, or I'll get a completion pack. The only problem with that is if the person that you're enrolling doesn't already have a bod account, they can't get a completion pack, which means you're getting them a challenge pack, right? And while that may seem good in theory, if you're planning to use their Muscle Burns Fat for your workouts, then when you're gonna have to log out of your bod account and log in as your spouse to be able to access Muscle Burns Fat, right? So a different way to go about it would be for you to get the unlock on your account for Muscle Burns Fat, and then to do a different type of challenge pack, a 3-day refresh challenge pack, something that allows you to still, because remember too, when you're enrolling someone brand new, and you guys might not know this, but when you enroll someone right out of the gate as a coach, you get a $50 fast track bonus. So $50 fast track bonus, plus you get the 2 Success Club points. So let's say you're enrolling that spouse, you're gonna then recoup some of that cost right away by enrolling them with a different challenge pack option, right? So just keep in mind, because I heard a lot of people like, oh, this is great, I'll just enroll them with MBF, which is good in theory, except for the fact that then you won't be able to access the workouts from your hub. And if you're fine with that, and that's what you wanna do, just know you're gonna have to log out and log in as them. Meredith may have some other tips on like enrolling others if you're ranked amazing. No, that pretty much covers it. Yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, I would love for us to tackle them. And like Mary said, share what's been working for you guys too. We want to hear from you.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I think for me, I'm genuinely excited about this program. And I think that comes through whenever I'm talking about it, because I'm talking about it constantly. So I think that genuine excitement is a big one. And then I just keep pushing the sample workout, and I have heard back every time. They love it. Everybody loves it. So.
Nothing beats authentic like excitement for a new program. I will tell you, everyone that I've actually like really gone all in for myself, and that was the other thing I was going to share. If you see who is doing this, Emily Falver right now, she's in the middle of finishing up 80-day obsession. She is creating her own launch when it makes sense for it to weave into her story. So to just back up what Mara was saying about don't feel like you missed the boat. If you are in a group and you're doing another challenge and your people are really dialed in, you can start hyping it, but know that you're going to transition them in to the group when you guys are done with whatever it is that you're doing, and you create your own hype around it. But then you're authentically on this journey, not trying to force something like your message changes midstream and they're like, whoa, I thought you were, what's happening? Get your result and be like, hey, now I'm really excited that I have a plan. Which, let's be real, most people, that's what they struggle with, is that they don't have a plan. They do one thing and then they're like, all right, I'm done. Bring on the pint of ice cream, or bring on all my negative habits I had before, and they yo-yo back and forth, right? So this way you get to take them on that journey, like, I'm done, and now I'm already super psyched to take on the next thing, which is, and you insert that, right? So if you're already doing something, don't feel like you need to switch gears just to be up with the team, but that opportunity exists for when you are ready. Who else wants to share? Thanks for sharing that, Jess.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, so one of the things that I did last week when the sample workout dropped was anybody who was watching my stories or engaging on any of my posts where I was hyping up this new program, I just sent a really short, like 3-sentence invite saying, hey, I'm looking for opinions on this new sample workout that just came out. Do you want to check it out? Because I have so many different people who are in my demographic. I have a lot of wellness professionals who are like physiotherapists and physical therapists, a lot of girls who go to Orange Theory, a lot of CrossFit girls, a lot of runners. And so I wanted them to share their opinion, because first of all, everyone likes to share their opinion, right? So if you're giving someone an opportunity to try something for free and they want to give their feedback, they're going to take it. And most everybody, because it was super short and sweet, and I just said, hey, will you check this out and give me your opinion? Almost everyone was like, yeah, I'll do it. How do I access it? I have to work Monday through Friday. And I'm like, no big deal. I'm going to send you the link. And what I did was I created a MailChimp. So I didn't just send them the link from my Coach Online office. They went onto my newsletter, and that way I have their email address. So all I did was ask them for their email address, and then they went into my drip campaign for Muscle Burns Fat. That way it was a way to track who was saying yes. I was getting their email, and then all I did was I started sending them information, following up with them, and then I said, you know what? Thanks so much for checking out the sample workout. If you don't really care to hear about this program anymore, feel free to unsubscribe. But if you want to keep getting more information about the cost, the investment, how long the workouts are, what makes this program different, then just keep reading. And it's worked out really, really great for me. And now people who don't want to necessarily coach right now, I still have that email list growing, and I'm going to keep doing that same thing. When people are tuning into my day 1 workout now, day 2 tomorrow, I'm just going to keep reaching out to them and continuing to grow that email list. And so then hopefully with the customer launch at the end of the month, I'm going to have a whole other wave of people coming in.
When Megan says a drip campaign, you'll also hear it called like a nurture series. Essentially what that is, I like to call it like dating your client before like they actually like commit, right? So you're showing them a little bits of who you are. Megan, do you want to share some of what you share in those nurturing series? Like when it's like, and you don't need like an email service. It's nice when you do, but it's just essentially collecting their email up front. And then on first day, you send them the sample workout. And then 2 days later you say, hey, did you try the sample workout? Here's a recipe to try too. And then 2 days later you say, hey, did you try that recipe? And then you drop another piece. I really love this mindset nugget, but I'd like to hear what you're sharing in yours. It's just a way for you to continue to get to know them and show a little bit of your hand of the value that you offer as a coach. Will you share a little bit of that, Meg?
Yeah, so anytime I'm sharing information like that, whether it be an information group on Facebook or it through an email series, I'm basically just pulling stuff from our product toolkit. The FAQs for the program, important dates. Are there modifications available? How long are the workouts? What equipment is needed? Is this for all beginners? Yeah, the Beachbody blog wrote a really good write-up, but instead of giving them all of that information at once, right? Because that would be, no one's going to sit there and read an email that takes them 15 minutes to read. I just do little snippets at a time while continuing to give something of value for them. But I'm also educating. One of my favorite resources, because I work with a lot of athletes, is to share the Beachbody science information. So this is the information on the clinical trials for our performance line. And I love educating them on the benefits of Shakeology and the performance line. That way that value is already laid, the groundwork for the amazing value that they're getting. And also same thing with 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix too. I'm talking about all of those resources. That way, before I even discuss price, they're already learning what an insane value everything is that they're getting in this $160 kit that they're getting. But I only do a little bit at a time, so I don't overwhelm them,
It's like the rule of threes. Tony Robbins is a big fan of talking about threes. You don't want to give anybody more than 3 steps at a time, because a confused mind always says no. And complexity is the thief of execution. So when you make something too complex for somebody to follow along with, they're like, done. So you just want to baby step them into the process. I love that. Thanks for sharing that, Megan. That was awesome. Do you guys have questions? Who else is experiencing are you using some of the tools and resources? Are you getting feedback? Are you finding it, what pieces of this are you finding it challenging? Are you having any mental blocks with it? Or is anybody just like, I'm fearful of this. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, be honest. Like, that's what we're here to help you through, like the tools. But if you don't have this, we're giving you the strategy, right? But if you don't have the right story, you're not telling yourself the right story, and you don't have the right state of mind and the right state of being, you're not going to use any of these tools. So part of our goal too, as your mentors and as the people helping facilitate this, is to help put you in the right state of mind to use these things, right? To actually go out there and see the difference that you can make and the change that you can be a part of. So please feel free to share too. Feeling a little overwhelmed by this? I'm not one who usually feels overwhelmed. Okay, that's fair. Anybody else ever felt overwhelmed in this business by the sheer, right? Yeah.
Right. So I'm the one that just commented. Can I say something quickly?
Yes, please, yes.
All right. It's just so much easier to talk and instead of type all of it.
Totally.
I feel like I was very lucky in that I was very successful with all this very quickly, and I don't know what is my mental roadblock right now. I feel like I need to do some investigating, because I feel like I've been thrown a curveball with this that I have not yet experienced through this whole thing. So I don't know like what's standing in my way mentally, but I'm feeling like the business just took a complete left turn for me, and I'm not doing what I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and listening to everybody, especially like Megan. I just messaged you privately. I'm like obsessed with what you just said, just so you know. And so the two of you, I just tried to find you on Instagram. Please accept my Instagram follow request. But I don't know. I'm just feeling super, and I'm also like from the New Jersey area, so I talk really, really fast, and I talk faster than my brain works. So I don't know why I'm feeling just totally overwhelmed by this. And I feel like I'm doing a super crappy job, and I don't know what to do. I just need someone to like clear away some of the clutter and just, kind of give it to me straight. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. And I know that everyone's giving me so much great information that it's almost like I'm in overload a little bit.
I love your honesty. First of all, like, thank you so much for saying that, because I think every person on here can probably relate to either being in that space or having already been in that space. Hands, yes? Anybody ever resonate with that feeling, right? So one big collective deep breath for all of us right now. Big inhale. here's the amazing thing. Like all of these tools and resources and everything that's going on, that's just abundance. It's just an amazing team and a community and resources that have your back. And instead of feeling like you need to use everything and know everything, just feel held, like feel totally held by what you have here, like looking at all these faces and anybody asking questions. Like, so whenever I feel that overwhelm of like, there's so many resources, like, do I need to know all these things? I take myself and put myself in a different way of thinking. And I'm like, wait, it's not that I need to know all these things. We created all this stuff. Like when Meredith and I started, there were none of these resources or trainings like for us, right? And so we made it our mission to make all these things happen. And now we've kind of created this other animal where it was like, whoa, there's so much. So I take myself back and I'm like, just look at it through a different lens and be like, there is an answer for every question that I have. There is a tool for everything that I'm going to face. There is a person on this team that has experienced everything that I'm going to experience, and how freaking cool is that? So just that shift sometimes when I'm feeling that state of overwhelm by the magnitude of everything can help immensely, right? And then go back. Like if you I would like to hear like if you guys are tracking, but I find that, and everybody does this differently, there's different ways to track. But I find that when I have a lot of things going on, I need to get to one brain dump, like sit down and every idea that you've heard, anything that was like, oh, I really want to do that, put it all on one sheet just to get it out of your head, just brain dump it all out, right? And then you can use something like this. This is a business activity tracker. I just have my little page protector. We've got them linked everywhere in the team page. And you go back to the very basics of things, because this is what helps move the needle forward in your business, is taking action. The forms, the trainings, all of that stuff, they're nice, but the taking action is what actually builds the confidence and gets you a result and helps you start to connect with people, because it's in those real interactions. And you said you already were having some success in your business. So congratulations. Like, let that be your stacking. We're so easy to stack all the negatives and all the overwhelm. And that's why we get overwhelmed, because we're thinking of all the negatives or all the things we're coming up short doing. And so we stack the negative. Get yourself a book of wins. Get yourself stacking the good things, stacking the things that you're doing right. Like calling and referencing, like, I helped this person. I did my workout. I logged my accountability. I'm being consistent, and refer back to that. You have to rewire your brain to think like, I'm missing out and I'm not doing enough, to look how much I freaking rocked, right? And then all those other steps, these things that we're sharing with you, pick one. Like, I like to chunk. I'm a busy mom. My husband's military. I like often don't have him here. So I have to look at that long list. I have it categorized into home, business, right? I have these two chunks. I have a brain dump in those two categories. And then each day I pick 3 things that I want to pull off those lists that I really would like to get done. 3 things. And sometimes it's only 2. But I put the ones that are income producing first at the top of the list. I'm like, I'm going to get these done. So right now during the launch, that's usually like making sure I'm interacting with people behind the scenes, closing, sending share cards, making sure that my social media posts are going up as I sit here and it's 3:30 in the afternoon. I haven't done any today, but let's just put a pin in that. I've been closing other deals today. But here's the thing, like, whereas that would be stressing me out before, I'm like totally in space of grace for myself right now, because I know the other work I've been doing behind the scenes today is working for me, right? So a certain part of this is putting on blinders and not looking what everybody else is doing, and knowing that you're honoring the steps and having faith in the system. Like this tracker or the Rise planner, if you have the Rise planner, I don't know which system you're using, they all work, but you have to, like, it helps bring such clarity, because if you're looking at this, did you do your workout, drink your shakeout today? You're winning. Yay! All right, so success. So like, reward yourself for these things, right? Did you connect, invite, or follow up today with people? Yes, winning. You're already 2 for 2, right? Doing social media, responding to your likes and comments, inviting 5 people. I mean, these are not complex things, and that's why we have them, because sometimes I make it out to be so much bigger in my head, but then when I look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I got this. Like, I can do this. And then you can weave in at the end of the day, if you have the time, one project. Like, I'm a projects person, so I have to put a cap on it for myself. Meredith will tell you, I will build out if I'm excited about something, I'll build out a whole website in a day. I'll be like, you want a great resource? I don't have time for anything else, but I will build a fucking website in a day. You know, I get excited about that. So I have to put a cap on it for myself. But like what project? And what I mean by that is something that's going to make your life easier. So if that's a form, like an onboarding form to collect these emails, like Megan was talking about, if that's learning Streak, because having snippets of emails so that you don't have to write every email out, but it's already plug and play for you. Those are things that are worth your time because they're going to buy back your time once you have them created, right? And then if you don't know how to do those things, I didn't either. I learned it all watching YouTube videos, asking in the team page, asking Megan. Okay, it took Megan like what, 4 years to get me to do Streak. And I'm like, how do I do this? How do I do this? But finally I got to these points. So the things you see in play are not things that just happened for us day ones as coaches. Like they're things we built out over time. Meredith, what else do you have to say about all this?
Of course, I always echo everything Jacqueline says. And oh my gosh, Jacqueline, you just bring such levity to everything. The two things that stuck out to me, or one thing, and then something I wanted to add, is the last thing you had really said was about creating those things or putting those projects that save you time later. So the other day I posted that Canva link in our page. I don't know if you saw it, Elite, but I posted this Canva page. It's like a 4-page or 5-page document with workouts linked in and stuff like that. And people are like, whoa, how did you make that? I've had that document now for probably right around the release of T20, which was like 2 years ago. I made my first Canva document. I spent like 8 hours building that thing out. So now with every new release, all I have to do is change the link for the video, update a card or two, and it literally is like a 30-minute project, and I have this great thing to send people. So it took me 8 hours one day to do it, which meant that day I didn't get anything else done, or maybe I broke it up over 2 days, right? Or 3 days. But it saves me time now, and it's a beautiful resource. And then the other thing I was going to say is, totally winning, checking off your workout, checking off your Shakeology, checking off, we used to call it the power of threes. It's like, it's not even the whole BAT. It is literally like, add 3 people to your network, start 3 new messages. Hey girl, you've been on my heart and mind, and hard invite 3 people. Like, hey, do you want to try the sample workout? That was the power of threes. I built my business on the power of threes. But one of the things that I found is that I could never do the power of threes, the BAT, or anything unless I loved the journey I was on, and unless I was really connected to my essence. And I think it's really easy, especially really early on in this business. And when you're pushing for really big goals, this happened to me. I legit almost quit. Thank God I didn't. I legit almost quit at the beginning of my business multiple times. Because, I got excited about the business, and I saw the momentum and the possibility, and I wanted this thing to grow so bad, so fast. And I had that fast start that made me feel like, I could do this. But then all of a sudden it was like, you hit these roadblocks. And when I started to put way too much heart into my business and passion and drive, what ended up falling off was me following my meal plan. Like, I drink my shake because my shake's, freaking yummy. But like me having to follow the meal plan. Well, maybe after, I eat good all day, maybe I'll eat cookies, or me doing the workout. And it's like, well, I'm kind of tired of this series. So it's like, I'm minding my workout. And if I wasn't cautious to make sure that like, I'm eating my meal plan because I'm serving my soul. I'm practicing gratitude because I'm serving my soul. I'm reading my PD because I'm serving my soul and my mind. I'm following my workout because it's serving me and it's giving me the power to want to pay this forward. If that fell out of alignment, I could not build a business. I did. The times it fell out of alignment, I just couldn't. You just literally can't. And maybe this is something that's coming up for you. If you feel resistance to muscle burns fat, if you've done the sample workout and you don't love it, if you've done a couple days and you're like, this isn't my jam, don't force it on yourself, right? Like, there are 50 some programs within Beachbody. If you I love Shift Shop. We were launching, I don't even know, Bar Blend launched. I tried to get behind Bar Blend. I even bought myself a bar because I was like, if I buy myself a bar, maybe I'll do it. It's really cute. It's pink, I never finished Bar Blend. I promoted it and I just couldn't connect to it for whatever reason. And what you'll find sometimes is down the line, you'll be able to connect to it later. But I still relaunch old programs all the time, even during other big launches. So stay in your lane. Like, you don't have to do what other people are doing. Stay in your lane. Fall in love with your own journey first. And if you're falling off your journey, find a way to reconnect to it in a way that's really fun. And it brings more balance and more passion into the business side as well. Those were my only comments.
I just went into, I had created in Soul Warriors, I sometimes forget, like we have dual team pages, so I have Viva Vita and their Soul Warriors, but I created a tag. So if you're familiar with how Facebook groups can allow you to tag, post, to categorize, in Soul Warriors along the right-hand side, if you're on your computer, or right along the top, if you scroll along, there's like files and photos, but there's one that says tags. And I created one that says coach tools. And I just went through and all the Canvas templates that Mare has done, I dropped the links here in the chat if you guys want to snag them now, but I just went through and made sure that they were all tagged with coach tools. So you guys can find them all in one spot on the team page. You don't even need to search with the little icon anymore. Just find that tools thing and you can see all the different Canva templates. And I did the landing page under there too, so that you guys can access those. We're almost at
pro. You guys, when I started, just like you, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard the story. So I'm Jacqueline's sponsor, and I think for like years, most people thought that Jacqueline was my sponsor because when I started, I didn't even have an iPhone. Like I didn't have a computer, I didn't have an iPhone. People would be like, I was like, how do you do that? And they're like, it's an app. And I'm like, well, what's an app? Like, I didn't know anything. I didn't want to record myself. None of it. So if you're starting right now and you're like, but you're in this space where you know all these things, it's like, I kind of took myself through Beachbody University over the past almost 7 years, you guys, almost 7 years. When me and Jacqueline share with you, it's over 6.5 years of development. And you think like when you go to a university, that's 4 years of study and application. We've got 6.5 years of applying lessons, failing forward, experience, like literally like failing tests. Like I would send emails out to people and have the wrong name on it. And I would copy paste ish. And like, in the end, my business was fine. Made some mistakes because I failed forward, so just know that like, I almost gave up on myself so many times, but I thank God every single day that I didn't, because this has changed my life, not only from a very, for anyone that knows like how I financially am set, it's like, that was because of Beachbody, but also the community, the friendships, the person I've become. The person that you see today isn't the person that I was when I signed up. Like I had some leadership, but I didn't know. I wasn't the same person. So just know it's a growing process, right? And you have to be willing to fail forward. But I just want to say thank you guys all. Oh, Jax, do you want to say something?
Yeah, look around, like what Mare and I just said too, a lot of the tools and stuff. Yeah. But what I hope you took away from that too is we had each other. Like we had each other, and you guys look around. These are the people that you have your backs. Like lean on them, reach out to them, team up with them. If you're afraid to lead a free group, be like, hey, I saw you were on the team call tonight. Do you want to lead a free group with me next week? Let's do it together. Share the workload. I see people like, I need an assistant. I just got an assistant for the first time, like this last year. Look, if you team up and you work smarter, not harder, you can be in a space of like, and the other thing that does is not only just share the workload. Meredith and I split the work she set up the Facebook page, I set up the team bod group. You know what I mean? Like we share stuff. And not only that, and more importantly, like when she's down, I try to be up. When I'm up, when I'm down, she tries to be up. We find each other counterbalance, and you need that in business because entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. That's why we do the team calls. That's why we have power pods. That's why we encourage you guys to connect with one another so much, is because we know that that's coming. It's not if, it's when. And the people that are going to see it through the long haul are the ones that are going to form connections with each other. I'm going to get cry. I'm all weepy tonight. All right. But that's what I hope you took away from that too. Not only that we have resources, but we have your back as people, right? So lean on who you see here. Cool.
Oh, you guys, we love you so much. Thanks for getting on tonight. I hope this leaves you with some good vibes in your heart and you rest well tonight. And we'll hit it again tomorrow, right? We just show up every single day for ourselves and each other. I love you guys. Yeah, fist pump, Jen. I love you guys, and we'll see you on the team call next week. Bye, loves.